Hi everyone, and welcome to another long practice with me. These are titled Fun Flow on my YouTube channel if you haven't tried one yet. So it's a longer Vinyasa style yoga practice. Please feel free to take breaks when you need to, and I'll also offer you modifications to make it a little bit harder or easier. Let's start our Fun Flow in Child's Pose. Take your hands out in front of you, open up your knees, and then take your butt way back to your heels as you lower your forehead down. And start to find a gentle inhale and exhale. And get long through your arms. So watch, I'm going to lift my elbows by pressing into my fingers, and I'm going to feel that stretch all the way down into my armpits. Exhale from there, release the arms down. And then just take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. Full awareness through your movement. Breathe in and breathe out. On the next breath, I want you to slowly inhale. Come forward to your hands and your knees. And then just check in with your body here. So left side, right side, how it feels. And we're just gonna thread the needle early. So inhale, take your arm way up into the air. Exhale, thread it under. And then use this top left arm, bring it up, and then big circle over your head as you start to feel this stretch in your back and your shoulder. For those of you that can't put your head down, you can always put your head on a block as well. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, bring your left hand back down. Sweep your right arm back up, and then release it. Inhale, raise your left arm up high. Exhale, thread it through. Place your left ear down, and then again, take your right arm up this time. Big circle forward towards the front of the mat as you start to feel the space in the back again. Inhale as we breathe in, and then exhale as we breathe out. And then inhale, root down through this right hand, reach your left arm up. And then exhale, both hands down into our first downward facing dog together. Spread your fingers, lift your heels, and then slowly drop them back down. And then just feel a nice yummy spot where your down dog is getting started and it feels good. From here, inhale, roll to high plank. Exhale through Chaturanga all the way to the stomach. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Take your elbows and really hug them in, and then slowly lower down. Inhale with straight arms, lift up. And then exhale, lower down. And then one more time, make the shape big or small, your choice. I'm gonna make my shape into up dog, so a bigger shape as my hips come up. And then exhale over the toes as I come to down dog. Step all the way up to your hands and then land in a gentle forward fold, please. Take your hands, wrap them around your legs, and drop your head as you elevate your tail and breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your arms up high into the sky, reach up. And then exhale your hands down by your sides. You're gonna take your right hand down your right leg, raise your left arm up, take a big stretch. And then just do the second side. Take the left hand down, take the right arm up, big stretch. And then inhale, come back to center, reach as high as you can. And then exhale, bow forward. Lift your spine halfway. Exhale, plank pose. Chaturanga lower. Remember to drop your knees if needed. Inhale, any type of back bend that feels best for you. And then exhale, pull it back. Take the right heel up into the air, reach it high, and then gently step your right foot all the way through. Lower your back knee. Take your arms high on your inhale, breathe into your hips. And then on your exhale, frame your foot. Send your right leg back to the sky, reach it up, bend the knee and open the hip this time, lift your thigh. And then drop your heel, really push it down. Inhale as you straighten the leg and close the hip. Exhale, look forward, come into your plank. Bring the knee to the tricep, hug it in tight, bring it back, cross it over. And now that my ankles are crossed, I'm gonna walk my hands back. So my left foot is on top of my right foot, and I'm folding over, and I'm starting to feel the stretch in my back right hamstring the most. From here, I'm gonna spider walk my fingers over to the right and then really work on opening. And then I'm gonna come back to center on my breath out, pause and fold. Inhale as we look forward, walk it back out to plank. We're gonna hover our right toes, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, 2 feet, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. You're gonna inhale, breathe in as you look forward. Exhale, step or float. So if you're gonna float, bend your knees back, booty up, and then jump forward. Lift and fold. Come all the way to stand again, reach high, arms up. And then exhale right into your fold, release it down. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And then again, plank to Chaturanga. Take your time. Take your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Put your right knee down, and then you can either keep the toe like mine is, it's tucked, or untuck, which I'll show you here. And then inhale, lengthen, and breathe as you exhale. And then continue the breath. Inhale, get long, and exhale, bring your hands down. 3-legged dog. Pick up the right knee, inhale, big lift, and then bend your knee and open your hip. Good, find more space here, breathe in. And then exhale as you close the hip, bring it down, forward, exhale, knee to chest. Slide it back to hover. Exhale, bring it over to your left elbow, and then cross it behind the right. Walk your hands all the way back. So I'm kind of on the right corner of my mat, and that's okay. And then fold forward. My right leg is on top of my left. Inhale as I breathe in. Exhale, I'm gonna spin to my left and offer a little twist. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, walk it forward. Unwind your feet. Hover the toes if you want, and then we'll take Chaturanga from here. Inhale up, and then exhale back. Good, deep inhales and exhales. Tiptoe or step up to your hands, and then once you arrive, lift, and then fold. Take your peace fingers and grab your big toes. Bend your elbows to the sides of the room, and then pull your chest over your thighs, getting really long in your back body. And then continuing to feel this deep stretch in your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, slowly rise all the way to stand again. Reach up. And then exhale your hands down by your sides. We're gonna take chair pose together. So when you're ready, bend your knees and then inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale the hands to heart center, and then we're gonna twist to our right. So cross your left arm over your leg and then spin. So I want you to really make sure your hips are square so they're not leaning left or right. And then when you twist, it's all about the breath and how far you can twist past a certain place. So stay there for 3, keep twisting, 2, and then inhale, come back to your chair. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Good, pull the hands to heart center, and we're gonna go right into the left side, twist left. Pull your body through. And then again, if you're not sure if your hips are square, you can reach back, and you can generally feel if they're square or not, and then from there, keep rotating. 3, try to lower the butt. 2, inhale, come back to chair pose. Push to stand, take a big back bend. And then exhale, bow forward. Inhale to lift your spine. Let's go ahead and step our left foot to the back of the mat. And then gently put the knee down like we've been doing. Inhale, raise your arms up into the air, big full breath. And then exhale, bring your hands down. We're gonna lift our back knee, pick it up as we squeeze our butt, and then raise our right arm. Keep this right arm up, drop your heel, slide your right foot back, hover it right above the left. Now step behind you for a version of a back bend, also known as wild thing. Lift your chest. Exhale, come back over. And then we'll find Chaturanga together, lower down. Inhale up. And then exhale back. Take your time to breathe here and separate your feet. We'll take our thumbs a little closer. We'll take our left hand, grab above or below the knees. Notice I'm not going underneath, I'm going across. Or you can even stand on your hand if you have room, and then instead of your hips pulling to the right, pull them back to the center. Look underneath your right armpit wherever you are for 3, 2, and then on 1, you're gonna look forward, reach forward with your left hand, balance, and try to raise your right leg. Hold 3. Maybe you can touch your toes. 2. Reach back out if you're bent. And 1. Come into high plank, top of a push-up. Bring the legs a little bit closer, and then we're gonna lay down all the way to our stomachs. Good. From there, take your hands behind you. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, heart forward and up. Hands back. Open your chest. 3. Good. Lift your feet. 2. And then on 1, slowly release. Take your hands along your sides. Exhale, hands and knees. And then just kind of push back into this extended child's pose where you're looking forward, but you're feeling all the work, all your effort here. And then very slowly find downward facing dog. Curl your toes and push back. We're gonna inhale to look forward, exhale, step or jump. So again, if you're gonna jump, you wanna get a lot of room and you wanna make sure you're safe around you. Halfway lift, and then fold forward. Inhale, take your time, slowly rise all the way to stand. And then exhale, release your hands down by your sides, and then roll your shoulders back a couple times. So notice if you've gotten a little tight, or if you started to notice if there's any tension building in the traps. And then take the hands out wide. Inhale as they come up and over the head. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you lift halfway. Exhale, we're gonna take our right foot and step it back. Good. As you press down through your back knee, take your time here and breathe. Take your arms up when you're ready, and then just kind of feel your lunge, see what's happening. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, release your hands down, curl your toes, pick up your back knee, please. And then we're gonna sweep our left arm up into the air, squeezing the butt and inner thighs together. From this position, drop your back heel. We're gonna hover our left foot. 3, 2, and that's where we're gonna take our step and then our back bend into wild thing. See my foot on the right? Maybe you can press your big toe down, maybe it stays up. Exhale, come into plank. And then we'll lower through Chaturanga. Take your back bend, and then your down dog. Separate your feet as wide as the mat. And then exhale, bring your thumbs a little closer. And then take your right hand, and you're gonna reach for the outside of the left leg and twist. So you can stay there, or you can come underneath the heel, hold and twist. And then really work your right hip a little bit more to the right so your hips don't fall to the left. Take another breath, and then here comes our balance. We're gonna reach forward in this right hand, put weight into our right foot, and then glide our left leg up. 3, 2, stay here, or bend and try to tap the toes. And then inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, release hand and foot. Good. This time, just step into down dog, and then walk your hands back to your feet and fold forward. We'll take our hands underneath our feet, Padahastasana, to stretch out our wrist as we fold in here. Go ahead and lift and lengthen halfway. And then on your breath out, refold. Good. Shake your head side to side and then just relax any tension you have in your neck and your back. Come out of your feet, lift halfway. And then exhale from here, fold in one more time. Good. Very gently from here, walk your hands forward. Find a strong plank, and then very slowly put your knees down. We're going to pivot onto the right hand and right knee, so there's this nice alignment, and then peel the chest open. So I want your back left leg really long and pressing down. Inhale, raise your top left arm high. And then if you can, bring this arm forward a little bit more, lift your back leg. Breathe into the body, and then with an open heart, so instead of closing the hand down, open the palm, external rotation, grab the inside of your foot, and then pull your heel to your butt as you roll your chest open. 3, 2, and then slowly, very carefully reach up and away. Exhale, bring your left hand down, and then push back through the ball of your left foot and really work into your calf muscle for me. Good. Exhale, bring the knees back together and switch. So extend back through the right foot. Inhale, reach tall through your right arm. Take your left hand forward a little bit more, pick up your right leg, balance. Now if the leg's down here, really pick it up so it's in line with your glutes. Bend the back knee, palm is up, catch the inside. Now don't lift your knee up, keep it in, and then again, I'm gonna try to turn my gaze up. 3, open the heart for 2, and then on 1, I'm gonna kick back, reach up. Exhale, hand down, ball a foot down. Push back and stretch. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Bring the knees back into alignment underneath the hips. Wag your hips a little bit side to side for me. Curl your toes, and we'll lift our hips back. So it's a nice little shoulder and back stretch. Let's step our right foot forward and take a walk to the left so we can take a wide-legged stretch here and fold forward, please. Go ahead and lift halfway up, lengthen out, and then exhale, fold in. Fold in enough so that you can really get your chest to come towards your thighs, and then lengthen the muscles in your body. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, I'm going to mirror you, so walk towards your right foot for me. And then take a nice stretch. And then come through center, walking towards the opposite side. Take a nice stretch. It's a little twist, little stretch. Good. Come back to center, please. And then slowly, slowly from there, bring your feet in a little bit. You're going to come all the way to stand. And you're going to take your hands on your knees and press them apart. And then slowly, once your legs feel strong, inhale your arms up. Take your elbows to the sides and then squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull your knees apart. And then we're going to lean to our right. So again, I'm going to mirror you. So lay your right forearm on your leg. Inhale, reach over the head with your left palm. And instead of this knee collapsing, keep it apart, which makes this pose even harder. And then switch. Forearm to thigh, reach up. Good. Come back to center. Put your hands on your legs for a little bit of a break. Press yourself down a little bit further if you can. And then from there, we're going to inhale, straighten our legs out. Good work, guys. Take your time. We're going to pivot our back foot, which is your right foot, to face the back of the mat. And then we're going to pivot our left foot slightly in. Go ahead and interlock the fingers at the low back. Inhale, open the heart. And then exhale from there. Fold over your shin, bringing your arms with you, working into pyramid pose. So really feel your hamstrings, feel their work. Notice my back foot, it's not lifted, it's really pushing down, which is in a shorter stance than normal. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. We're just gonna pivot back forward of the mat. Interlock the fingers, inhale, open the heart. And then exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Release your hands down, and I want everyone to come to the top of their mat. So even if you're on the other side or this side, if you happen to be on the wrong side, just bring your feet together back at the top of your mat and fold in. Let's stand up together. Inhale, rise, squeeze your legs tight, reach up and over the head. And then exhale on your breath out, fold forward. Good. Halfway lift your spine, gaze forward, so lengthen out the back. And then exhale, fold forward again for me. From here, step back into high plank and slowly lower through Chaturanga. Inhale up, and then exhale back. Take your right leg high on your inhale, breathe in, and then gently step forward. We're gonna open our hips to warrior two. Good, bend forward and then really bend your front knee for me and reach your arms nice and long. Go ahead and flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. And then we'll take side angle inside of the foot. So bring your hand down inside of your foot, lean your shoulder back into the leg, and then peel your left arm up from here. Shoulders are stacked. Remember, a block can be easily pressed onto underneath the right palm if that feels best. And then lengthen your left arm over your head. Breathe in and out for 3. Keep rolling the shoulder if possible, 2. And then on 1, slowly take the arm back up, look down, and then come all the way up to warrior 2. Pivot on the ball of your back foot, shifting into crescent. Good, take your time, bring your left knee up to your chest, cross it over the right ankle, and then sit down into your hips, figure 4. So I'll turn and kind of at an angle so you can see if you're not sure what this pose is. And then from there, I want you to fold forward. Little bit of a shift side to side. And again, if it's hard to touch the ground, put blocks into your hands, or you can also just stay right here. Those of you that would like to try the arm balance, I'll turn towards you first, just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking my toes around the calf muscle, and then my opposite armpit into my shin. So from the front of my mat, it looks like this. Knee to back of tricep, toes around tricep. Walk this right foot back so it's no longer connected to me. All right, and I still have my hands down. From there, I look forward, lift, and then this leg decides to come up when it's ready. From there, you can bring it down, and then just press back to down dog or whatever you want to do. So let's all meet in down dog when you're ready. Take your time, of course. Maybe there's a vinyasa along the way. Good, 3 breaths here. Breathing in and out. Making sure your knees have some bend as you stretch. And then when you're ready, looking forward, I'm just gonna tiptoe up. It's up to you. And then exhale, fold in. See if you can get your forward fold a little bit deeper where your fingers and toes meet, and then drop the head as much as possible. Good, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Take the hands around the legs, fingers face down towards the heels, and then bring the face as close as you can to your knees. Bring weight forward, so notice instead of being way back here in my heels, I'm starting to shift forward into my body. Exhale, crow pose. Bring the hands down, look forward, stay here, or really, really squeeze. Heels to glutes, feet together, heels to glutes, feet together. Vinyasa. And then when you're ready, down dog. We'll take our left leg up, and then we'll take a step forward. Spin open to warrior 2 and land. So really feel the bend of the front knee, long arms. And then flip your front palm up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, take your hand down inside of your foot, and then take your top arm up so they stack. Now my back leg here is really working to stay lifted. It's not hanging out down through the inner thigh. It's lifting, which is helping me look up. Good. Roll the chest and shoulders open for 3, 2, look down, make sure your knee's in alignment, and then slowly come back up. Warrior 2 and bend your knee. Now we spin forward. So we spin on the ball of our back foot and we land in crescent. Good. From here, right knee rises. 1, 2, 3, up. Cross your ankle. Sink down into your hips for figure 4. So either stay here or rest on your leg, or again, hands to earth. Now, if you're gonna try that arm balance, another thing you can do is you don't have to separate this back leg the way I showed you before. You can also do it with it connected. So this way, everything stays, meaning this back leg doesn't move anywhere. I look forward, and then I'm gonna just pull this heel right up to my butt. And then you can put it right back down. So it's a good way to practice. Now what you can also do with this leg is you can pull it up into your butt. 1, 2, 3, up, and then press it up. Some people like that, some people don't. Again, we'll just step back into our down dog, and if you would like a vinyasa, you can take it. Breathe in once you arrive, and breathe out. From here, lower to your knees. And then just give yourself a moment to kind of sit on your heels, lift your chest up, inhale your arms up. Interlock the fingers again, lift, exhale, chin down. And then we're gonna take child's pose here. So take your hands back and then lower your forehead down. And take a couple breaths in child's. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Coming up onto the knees, you're gonna hug the legs in towards the midline. So it's important that the legs hug in, and it's also important that your hips stay right over your knees in this pose, Ustrasana, camel. From here, I want you to inhale your arms up into the sky, get super long. Exhale, take your hands around. Option 1, the fingers will face the butt. Option 2, you'll flip the hands so they face the head. From there, my stomach jutted forward, so I'm gonna hug everything back in. Engage my glutes, press my hips forward, and then slowly lean back. Now this might be a lot or a little for you, so stay with it. Hold on to your back, please, as we come up, as we tuck our chin, and as we sit our butt down. And then just again, notice any sensations and feels in the back that may feel great or they may feel a little tight. We're gonna take camel pose one more time. So inhale, come on up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands either straight down to the tail or up to the head. Hold on to the lumbar spine, lift your chest. Notice I'm not coming here, okay? Stay forward, keep lifting. And then maybe the head falls more. And I'm gonna keep my hands there for right now, because that's where we're gonna stay in this pose. And then from there, slowly, slowly, slowly come up. And then exhale, hands to thighs, have a seat. I encourage you to stay upright because now your spine's in neutral. I don't want it to go right into flexion. Just stay kind of soft after all that big extension. And then if you really want to, you can go into flexion by coming forward and then coming into child's pose. Good, bring your head back up. And then exhale, come onto your tailbone. We're gonna take our right knee and we're gonna give our hips some love. So you're gonna take your foot either into your hand and then rock the hip side to side, or take it into the crease of your elbow and then rock from side to side. Totally up to you. Pull the shin in towards you and imagine you were in pigeon pose on your stomach, but instead you're seated, pulling the shin in just like you would feel it if you were in pigeon. Sit up nice and tall, lift your chest. And then from this position, we're gonna go right into a twist. So cross your leg over and then pull the shin in so you can sit up even taller, lengthening out through the tail. If you want to, you can cross the tricep over the leg. Otherwise, just hold with your palm, raise the right arm up, and then place your hand behind you. Keep twisting for 3, 2, and then on 1, come back to center. Hug the knee in nice and tight, and then switch sides. So we'll find this kind of variation of shaking the hip from side to side. So go ahead and place the foot into the crease of the elbow if you have that kind of room. If not, don't worry about it. And rock side to side. Good. And then once the hip, the outside on the left side feels pretty good, sit up tall. Make sure your foot is in flexion. Lift the foot, flex the straight leg, and then lengthen out through your back. And breathe. Exhale, let the foot cross, and then take the hands into the shin, really sit up tall. Again, tricep can cross, or just hold with your arm, reach with the left arm, and try not to let it land back here. Let it land directly next to the tail, and then when the shoulder comes up as the hand pushes down, drop the shoulder and then twist. Good, 3. Relax the muscles in your back. 2, and then on 1, shifting forward, hugging the knee in, and letting both legs come out. Inhale, lift your arms way up to the sky, and then exhale, come forward, take the sides of the feet, and then fold in. Obviously, the sides of the feet is a goal, so if you're there, that's great. If not, fold in wherever you can. We'll take 3 breaths, inhaling, exhaling 1, inhale, exhaling 2, 1 more breath here, inhaling, and then exhaling, folding a little bit further on 3. Good work. From there, slowly lift halfway, and then come all the way up, nice long spine. And then put your hands in front of your shoulders. So this would be underneath your shoulder, so slightly in front. And then lean forward just a little bit. And then see if you can pick up your bum and then put it down. And then see if you can pick up your bum with your left leg. Put it down. See if you can pick it up with your right leg. Put it down. And now we're gonna go picking up legs and bum. 1, 2, 3, try to hold, 3, 2, and sit. Good work, guys. Slowly we'll lay down on our backs together. Take your time. And then allow your feet to extend away from the body and let your toes fall out. So I want you to kind of feel your hips here. They should feel warm, but I also want you to notice when your toes fall out, your hips fall into a slight external rotation, and that should feel like a pretty good resting spot once we do get into Shavasana. Until then, move your hands up your stomach a little bit and just feel the breath. Maybe even close your eyes as it moves in and out of the body. And then from there, let the legs come closer. Force the toes up and then notice how they're back into kind of a neutral position, but it almost feels like they're hugging in because they're not falling out. From there, right knee to chest. Exhale, thigh to stomach. Left leg is long, the bottom of your foot is pushing, flexing through the right foot. Hug the right knee in even more. And then from there, extend your right leg up. So hold below the knee, above the knee, or maybe you can hold your foot. And then this left leg, you'll notice, is just kind of resting on the mat. Very important. Keep your leg up there, lace your hands down, roll through the ankle, and then use your core strength to lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second side, hug the left knee in. Good, really squeeze the knee to the chest. And then when you're ready, from there, apply a little bit more pressure so you can really feel the thigh pressing into the torso. And then raise your leg up. Hold above the knee or below. So below would be right about the hamstring, calf, or if you can grab your foot, go for it. And then try to extend up through the leg. And then again, my right leg is resting. It's active, but it's not off the mat. Keep the leg up there, lower the hands, and then just create some circles in the ankle. Good. Spread your toes, and then slowly lower it down for 4, 3, control, 2, and 1. Slide your heels into your tailbone. Your knees are about 6 inches apart. Press down into your low back and then lift up out of it into bridge and place your hands next to you. Press the back of your head down, lift your chin off your throat, lift higher through the quads, and then lower the upper back, the low back, and then the bottom. We'll do that again, and then we'll move on to a bigger shape if you want to while we're here. So go ahead and inhale up. And then if you know you want to go larger in your shape, inhale, raise your arms to the sky. Exhale, you have to be able to bend your elbows up. So sometimes this part of the shoulder work doesn't happen. And then push until your head comes off the mat. It's important that your toes stay facing forward. And then you can kind of play around with extending back through the arms a little bit and then coming back to neutral. And then try to hug your ribs in nice and tight. 3, 2, exhale. If you're with me, we're going to tuck our chin to put the back of our head down, and then we'll take our spine down. Good. As the feet flatten, let the knees touch. And this A-frame stretch is really nice. It releases the hips and lets the spine settle. From there, hug your knees into your chest, nice and tight. Hug them in and just kind of feel yourself squeeze thighs to belly. And then press both feet in the air. Roll your ankles around a few times for me. Take the insides of your legs and then very gently you're going to press them open. Feet are in flexion. And you're just going to kind of support yourself. So if you feel like you're pressing too much, you're going to hold on the outside of the leg so the legs don't keep going. But you notice for me, they kind of stop here. So I'm going to stay on the inside and hope that gravity takes them a little bit further away. And I'm not bending my knees, I'm not bringing my legs forward or way over my head, they're moving directly out from the hip. On your next breath, slide your hands outside the legs and then use a lot of core control to bring them in very, very, very slowly. And then once they get there, then you can squeeze your knees in tight. Good. Lower your legs down as we find Shavasana. Palms face up. You can let your feet separate like we did before, and then close your eyes for a few breaths. Acknowledge your ability to move today and to feel good. And then stay here for about 1 minute in a nice, quiet, relaxed body. Halfway there, just breathe. On your next breath, roll your hands, your ankles around. I'm going to bend my elbows and then place my head into my hands, just kind of stretch out a little bit more here. And then carefully, when you're ready, roll to one side or come straight up, and we'll have a seat together. Close your eyes as we sit up nice and tall. Place your hands on your knees, lift your chest, and thank yourself for your movement today. And let your hands come to your heart. Thank you all for letting me guide you through this practice. I hope you had fun, and if you enjoy these long flows, there's many more, so check them out. As we bow forward, namaste. Thank you guys for doing the fun flow with me today.